I'm Megan Buck, and I'm going to be talking about my speeches ceremony, and the topic will be Walt Disney. So, when you think of your favorite movie as a child, what do you think of? Peter Pan, 101 Dalmatians, Pocahontas. When you think of your favorite TV show as a child, maybe Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place, and Phil of the Future. One last question. What do you think of when you dreamed of going on vacation? Maybe Disney World? All these three things have one man in common, Walter Disney, also known as Walt Disney. Walt Disney is known worldwide for his movies, characters, TV shows, and theme parks. The Gazette Review stated, Disney world's net worth is $39.5 billion. That was stated on January 3rd, 2018 by Ivan. That makes them the 8th richest company in all of the world. Disney was not always rich though. He was really poor growing up in Missouri, and he tried to help his family out in any way possible. Biography.com states he began drawing, painting, and selling pictures to neighbors and family friends, and that was on August 21st, 2019. He also was a paper boy. He would go down the street and throw papers and help out the community. And then when he got older, he started to help out with the local train station. He was so amused by the trains, and he just loved being around them, so he would work for them. And then when he turned 16, he dropped out of school and he decided to join the army, but later found out that he was too young, so he got rejected. Later on in life, Walt Disney and his brother Roy moved to Hollywood, California to pursue their dreams of being cartoonists. They didn't become so popular yet. They weren't going anywhere soon. Their company was called Disney Brothers Disney Studio. Later, a woman named Margaret Winkler came up to them and was like, I can make your dream bigger. And so they went for it. And then all those time together, they made the cartoon based off of Alice in Wonderland. Let's see. But Walt didn't get his recognition until 1938 when he came out with Snow White. Let's see. See for yourself what the genius of Walt Disney has created in his first full-length feature production proclaimed the original trailer for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, released February 4th, 1938, History.com, and that was on February 4th, 2020. It was the biggest thing at that time because it was a animation. It was not 5 minutes as they usually are, but they decided, let's make it bigger and better. So they did a whole movie, which was an hour and 40 minutes. They really, made it really popular with that movie, and that's when their big break began. So Walt Disney later decided, why stop there? So he decided to come up with the idea of Disneyland. He found this land in Anaheim, California, pretty cheap, and he thought, hey, why not? So Disneyland in Anaheim, California opened up in 1955. At the opening, his famous words were stated, to all who come to this place, welcome. Disneyland is your land. And that was at the opening of the park. The opening was so crazy that the Tom Sawyer boat sunk, and it was just overcrowded, and they were not anticipating the big come. But later through the years, the success, got bigger and bigger. But Walt passed away on December 15th, 1966. But during that time, he was planning his big break for Walt Disney World, which is going to be in Florida, Orlando, Florida. But he was not alive to see the building of that. But the cast members were so sad about it, but they realized that this is Walt's dream, and we need to pursue that and help him, And so they opened Disney World in 1971. And throughout the years, they have made so many theme parks, such as Disneyland Tokyo, Disneyland Sea, Disneyland Paris, and Disneyland Shanghai. And they also have one in Hawaii called Aulani. Disney is a name heard around the world. It's brought joy, entertainment to people even after his passing. His legend lives on. And to end this speech, his famous quote, all dreams can come true if you have the power to pursue them. Walt Disney truly showed us that to make his dream happen with all of his many struggles.